All right. Good afternoon. Starting just a little bit earlier, but I do want to provide an opportunity for individuals to join us today. We're going to be talking with our seniors, and we're going to be focusing on our Focus Fridays, an opportunity unique for our Woodville Tompkins students. And so we want to provide an opportunity to address any questions that anybody may have and also discuss anything that you guys needed to as it relates to our senior class. So just turned 5 o'clock on my clock here, so we'll give it just a minute. Here, a couple of things I do want to make everybody aware of before we get started with the presentation today. If you have any questions, please post those in the comments. Please post those in the comment section or in the chat portion. We'll be able to grab those questions and share those back out. Great opportunity for us to do so. So for anyone that may miss it, the link will still be posted here, but it's great. They can see the questions that anyone asks, and we can respond to those and provide people with an opportunity to do that. So it is 5 o'clock, and I want to thank those of you who are joining in with us today as we are going to be discussing our Focus Friday program. So again, we'll be discussing Focus Friday, which is again a unique opportunity just for our Woodville Tompkins students. And so a couple of things before we get started with that, just a couple of updates. I know a lot of questions that people have had is, when is graduation? We do not have a date for graduation just yet. I know and recognize that this is a tough time. Some of you may have family coming in town. And as soon as we get that information, as soon as I get it, I am going to share that with you. Okay. So as soon as I get that information, I'll be sharing that information with you guys. But as of this time, again, January 31st, 5:02 p.m., I do not have any information in regards to graduation. Couple of things for our seniors. The deadline for senior pictures has passed. So if you have not done that yet, please get that into Mr. Reed. Please make sure you get those senior pictures into Mr. Reed, or they're going to be using an old photo of you in the yearbook. And you do not want them to choose your picture. So if you have not gotten those senior pictures done, please make sure that you get those over to Mr. Reed. We're asking that you go to Upscale Images. That is our partner. You get those pictures taken there. They're going to take care of everything for you. Make sure all that information gets over to the school. Parents, you have 2 weeks remaining to purchase your senior ad. Please go to the yearbookordercenter.com to buy and design your yearbook ad. Again, that website is right there, yearbookordercenter.com, and you can buy and design your ad there. Also, seniors, your senior quotes are due tomorrow. Please check in It's Learning for the link. That link was sent to you guys via It's Learning, so please make sure that you take care of that. That is due tomorrow. And also, seniors, you have 2 weeks remaining to vote for your senior superlatives. So senior superlatives, you have 2 weeks left to do that. Please also check that link in It's Learning for you to get that information. Of course, with a lot of this information, ladies and gentlemen, you can check in with your senior advisors. As a reminder, your senior advisors, we have 3 of them. You have Ms. Tillman, Ms. Davis, and Mr. Blocker. They'll be able to help you out with that. And then any questions that you have regarding the yearbook, you can also get in contact with Mr. Reed on campus. Last thing that I have as far as an update, the date and location for prom have not been confirmed just yet. So as soon as we get that information, we'll share it out with you. Again, the date and location for prom have not been confirmed. We'll wait on a couple of things before we can send that information out to you guys. So again, please just be patient with us. We're going to be working with you guys, and you're going to get that information in the very, very near future. All right. So a couple of things. Well, the main focus that we want to talk about today is our Focus Friday. And this is what we're going to be calling asynchronous learning, but an opportunity for our students to work virtually. And this is for our level 4 or our senior students who meet the criteria. Some of the criteria that we're looking at, making sure that students are passing all of their classes, you're mastering the standards that are being taught in the classes, and you're on track for graduation. So, seniors, please make sure that you're on track for graduation, meaning that you're passing your classes, you passed all those previous courses, and that you're doing the work necessary in the classroom in order to participate. Now, this is something that I want to make sure that everybody is aware of, is that as an administrator, as your principal, I have the opportunity to revoke or take this opportunity away from you for the following reasons. Okay, so if you have attendance issues, those students that just cannot get to school on time, my drivers who can just not get to school on time, please make sure you get to school on time, because we don't want to take this away from you. We don't want to give you the opportunity to work virtually if you can't get to the building on time. So please make sure that you take care of that. Not an issue that I have with this senior class. Senior class has been great, but if there are any behavior issues or behavior concerns, this is an opportunity, a privilege that we can take away from you. So please make sure that you're following the rules and doing what you need to do. And if there are any overall academic concerns that we may have, and those will come to light, and we'll be sharing that information with you as we move along. But if any of those things come up, then there will be an opportunity for me to step in and say that you cannot participate during our Focus Friday. Now, again, some of the language and things that we're using here, we're saying asynchronous learning, meaning that the students have the opportunity to work virtually. Okay, so you have the opportunity to work virtually on Friday if you can meet these criteria. All right, so how does this process work? So a couple of things. So if a student would be eligible to participate, just going to give you a couple of scenarios to kind of process through and think about here. So if you're student A and you're taking economics and you're passing with a 72, okay, but you failed the quiz on banking policies, we're going to ask for that student to be in person on Friday. Okay, you did not do well on that quiz on banking policies. We need you on campus to make sure that you have the information necessary so that you can be successful in the course. So for that student, you're going to be on campus on Friday. Student B, you are failing economics. You have a 59 in that course. You're going to need to attend in person on Friday. All right. And if you're student C, you're passing economics, you have an 85 in the class, and you pass the quiz on interest rates, you will have the opportunity to work asynchronously or virtually on Friday. So these are just some of the scenarios that are most common and ways in which we'll find our students either participating or not participating in our Focus Friday program. And so what will Focus Friday look like? So for our students that are participating in in-person learning, you're going to come to campus and you're going to follow your regular bell schedule. So nothing's changing for you. You're going to come to campus. The bell's still going to ring at the same time. You're still going to go to your classes at those designated times. One of the differences, however, is that we're going to provide you on that Friday more opportunities for remediation, potential credit recovery, enrichment, or an extension of your learning. So you're going to have more opportunities to do that if you're on campus. So again, if you were that student in scenario A, meaning that you were passing the class, but you did not perform well on that test, we're going to be focusing with you on that test to make sure the concepts that were taught on that test, to make sure that you have all the things that you need to be successful on that particular section or that particular unit of instruction. Now, for our students that are learning asynchronously, you're going to work at your own pace. And we're expecting that all of your work will be completed by Sunday. Now, your attendance will be marked by Monday, and it will be based on you completing those assignments. Again, it will be based on you completing those assignments. So please make sure that if you get those, when you get those assignments on Friday, that you go ahead and turn those in, because that's how we're marking your attendance. Again, students, you're still going to have an opportunity to do some independent practice, enrichment, and extension of learning. That will just occur asynchronously for you or virtually for you. So what are the logistics? How is this going to work? Okay, so the assumption is that all students will come to school on Friday. Okay, so I know some of my parents are here. this afternoon. So assume that your student is coming to school every Friday. Okay, no matter what they tell you, they should be planning to come to school every Friday. On Wednesday, you will get communication to tell you about your students' participation in our Focus Friday. You will know on Wednesday if your student earned the opportunity to work virtually or asynchronously on that day. That's why it's so important to make sure that the contact information is up to date, to make sure that when we send those notifications out, that you get them. Now we're going to send out, as you see here on the screen, you're going to get a notification via bright arrow. That'll be a call out, an email notification, as well as a text. So please make sure that your assignments and everything are in. You're going to get that communication every Wednesday. So from this point going forward, every Wednesday, you'll get a notification to tell you whether or not your student can participate. Now, students that were required to participate in Focus Friday but were absent, they're going to have to attend the next one. Okay, so it is the expectation that students will be here, and it is a normal school day. So the same consequences that go with a student not reporting to school when they should be in school will apply to those students who should be there working. Now, one thing that I do want to add is that if students are given the opportunity to work virtually, you can still come to school. We're going to have some of those students. Maybe you're in an AP course. Maybe you're getting ready for one of your in the pathway assessments. Maybe there's a big project and you want to make sure that you get the support from your teacher. You can still come to campus. Okay, you can still come to campus and take part in a regular or a normal school day. We're not kicking you out. We want you to come on campus if you need that assistance or that support. But please make sure that if you do plan to come to campus, you understand that you will be following the normal bell schedule. So you'll still go first, second, and then we'll have our advisement on Friday in the middle of the day, and then third and fourth period. So please make sure you plan to do that. But parents, again, as a note, do not expect that your students are not coming to school on Friday. Plan for them to come to school every Friday until you get that notification from us. If you need to update that contact information, please call us at the school because we want to make sure that we get that information out to you in a timely manner. So again, expect that on Wednesday. So what are the benefits of us doing this? For our seniors, it provides us some additional opportunity for our students to truly understand the concepts that we're teaching them. For our students that are in the AP courses, definitely gives them an opportunity to extend and enrich their learning. Those AP courses, again, provide them with the opportunity to earn college credit so they can have that additional time on campus in order to get that additional support that they need. It also provides them with a chance to do some social emotional learning supports for our students. We've taken time every Friday to develop a 30-minute period where we're providing supports for our students. And so this continues to allow us to do that in a setting that'll be beneficial for our students. This allows for our seniors to do some additional assignments, which then supports their ability to graduate. So again, we're going to have fewer seniors on campus, meaning those classes will be smaller, meaning that our seniors can get more one-on-one instruction and get the support that they need in order to make sure that they pass their courses necessary for graduation. For our students that are going to be participating, those that will be out on Friday and working virtually or asynchronously, this allows for our students to kind of take those next steps to take ownership of their learning. Again, we've always talked about that we're preparing students for life beyond high school, and this is one of those steps where they have to do that, where students are going to, receive some assignments, and they're going to be working to get those things done, much like they would when they prepare to go off to college or into the workforce. And we recognize that this is going to be a benefit for some of our families as it provides you an opportunity to maybe do some flexible scheduling, maybe eases a burden or releases some constraints that you may have faced this year. So again, having this opportunity for our students is tremendous and one that we think is going to really benefit not just our students, but you, our parents, and our school community as well. All right, so I'm going to check into the chat or into the comments and see if there are any questions here. So one of our questions comes in and says, if you're not doing good in a class and have to come in on Friday, then you start getting good grades, would you be able to do Focus Friday again? So the answer to that question is yes. So we're going week by week. So it depends on your status every single week. So if week 1 wasn't your best week and you were and you needed to stay on campus that week, then you'll be there. But if week 2 was a great week, you got everything in, you're passing your class, you're doing well, then you can participate asynchronously or virtually on that week. So it goes week to week every single time that you have it. All right. Are there any other questions? Any other questions that we have? All right. Question coming in from Nicole. Is there a graduation date for us just yet? And as of right now, unfortunately, Nicole, we do not have a date for graduation. As soon as we get that information, we'll be sure to share that with you. We're anxious just like you guys are. We want to make sure we know when graduation is because we got some plans that we want to do as well. And so as soon as we get that date for graduation, we'll be sure to share that with you. All right. Looking to see, I didn't see any other questions in the chat or any other comments there. I'll just go back. I know we had a few people that may have joined us a little bit later, so I do want to just quickly kind of touch back on some of these things that we have here. So again, just touching back on some of the information that we gave earlier. Again, we don't have a date for graduation. Following up on that question that we got from Ms. Owens, that deadline for the senior pictures has passed, but we still have a chance to get those in. So please make sure you get those in. You don't want to use an old yearbook photo. Parents, we have a few weeks left to buy those senior ads. So please make sure you go to yearbookordercenter.com to buy and design your ad. Senior quotes are due tomorrow, Tuesday, February 1st. Seniors, please make sure you check in It's Learning to get those links so that way you will have that. Seniors, you have 2 more weeks to vote on senior superlatives. So again, that link is in It's Learning as well. And as of right now, we don't have a date and location for prom just yet. We're waiting for that information to be confirmed for you. Again, Focus Friday, we're going to be looking at this area here. So students must be eligible. You're eligible each week. So it's every single week you can participate. And we're looking at these things. We're looking at our students who are maintaining those passing grades. You're mastering those standards and you're on track for graduation. But as a reminder, this privilege can be taken away from you if you have attendance issues, any behavioral concerns, or any overall academic concerns that may arise as you're going through. These were the scenarios that we talked about. Your student A, you passed the econ with a 72, but you failed that quiz on banking policies. We're going to ask that you come in on campus. Your student B, if you failed economics, you got a 59, then we're asking you to come on campus. But if your student C, you're passing econ with an 85 and you passed last week's quiz on interest rates, you can participate asynchronously or virtually for that week. Here's an example of what that schedule is going to look like for our in-person learning students. You're going to follow that regular bell schedule. Your attendance is going to be marked each block, and you're going to have those opportunities on campus. Our asynchronous learners, our students that are working virtually, you're going to work at your own pace. All your work should be completed by Sunday. That's very important. Please make sure that all of that work is done by Sunday so that way the teachers can go ahead and mark your attendance on Monday. And that attendance is going to be determined based on those assignments that you completed. So please make sure you get that in. And then here are your opportunities here. Again, independent practice and more of an extension of the learning. So this slide here just kind of in short, just says expect for your student to come to school every Friday. You're going to be notified on Wednesday to let you know if your student has earned the opportunity to work virtually on that day. So check for those messages come for us every Wednesday to let you know about that. Again, that's going to come via a call out or email or a text. So please make sure that you have that information up to date there. And then also students who are working asynchronously, you can still come to campus. So even if you want to come to get some additional support, additional help, if you're in an AP class, you want to come by, maybe do a lab or anything like that, you can still come to campus on Friday. Okay, we're not barring any of our students from coming to campus. All right, these are some of the benefits here. Again, it provides us opportunities to do a number of different things. Here are some things that we just have not been able to do because we've had such a large group, but now we can focus and target some of our energies for our students who really, really need it. All right, so go back and check the chat again. Here, so Ms. Tucker asks, do you know how many tickets each student will get? I'm assuming, Ms. Tucker, you're talking about graduation, and as of right now, I don't have that information about tickets for graduation. Of course, as soon as we have that information, we'll share that with you. I know that's a big thing as well, making sure that for those of you who will have family coming in, particularly for those of you who have family coming in from out of town, we want to make sure that you know how many people can attend the ceremony in person. So again, we'll make you aware of that as soon as we get that information. Ms. Tucker asked, if attendance is not put in until Monday, does that mean we will get the auto calls that students are tardy or absent? So the answer to that in short is possible. Some teachers may put absent or the absent code in and in anticipation that the student will need to go ahead and get that work done. So that's an easy fix for us on the other side. If that student was able to participate virtually, we can change that on our side to make sure that student is marked present. However, again, please make sure that that student is doing that work. As soon as that work is submitted and those assignments are going to be virtual or electronic, please make sure that those students get all of those assignments in quickly so that way we can get all that stuff in for you guys. All right. Question comes in from Maya. Maya asks, will there be a senior trip? And if so, is there a date and location? And yes, Maya, we are planning a senior trip for you guys. That is going to be the Grad Bash trip that normally takes place in Orlando. So that is the location, and the dates that we have targeted will be the 29th and 30th of April. That information was sent to you guys, and you should be able to see that in School Cash. If you have any questions about that, you can also see Miss Davis. Okay, you can see Miss Davis about any of the senior trips or any of your senior activities. Question comes in here, says, does having too much absent codes affect the student graduation? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, it can impact your ability to graduate. So please make sure that you come to school. It also impacts your ability to participate in the Focus Friday program as well. So we're asking that all of our students come to school on time and ready for class. So yes, it can impact your ability to graduate. So please make sure that you come in. Senior night, any info? Yes, we're going to get that. We can get that information out to you. I will get with Miss Davis, who is your senior advisor, and make sure that that information is there. I would also ask you guys to check the Google Classroom. There was a Google Classroom set up for you, so that way you can get that information as well. So I'll get with Miss Davis and make sure that we push that information out for you guys so you can have that information. And also the information so you can join the Google Classroom to find out about that. All right. Miss Jackson tells me that it's not in School Cash online anymore. So Miss Jackson, thank you for that. I will check back in and we'll get that added back on the School Cash. So those of you who need to make those payments can do that. Again, well, I'll double check Miss Jackson and for everybody else to make sure that not just Grad Bash, but also any other senior related fees are available for you guys to view as well. That would include senior dues and other items as well. All right, great questions, guys. Great questions. All right. So again, thank you so much for your time. Again, this information will be posted in this information will be posted for you on our YouTube page, so it'll be here. So if you missed anything, if you have anyone that was unable to join us, then please let them know that this information will be posted on our YouTube page. It's live. You could just go to our page and type in senior meeting, and it's going to be right there. It'll be right there at the top of the page. So you'll have that. And then we'll share this back out with you guys as well, so that way you'll have it. We did send a text into our senior student text group, so they received that link. And then we'll also send this out to you guys in It's Learning. And then we will also post this onto our school website as well, so that you parents and students will have access to this information. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I hope that you have a great day.